Thank you, dear friend, for being here today. I want you to pause for a moment and listen with your whole heart, because what you're about to hear may change the way you look at yourself, your future, and the signs the universe has been quietly sending you. Have you ever felt a strange unease just before something big happened, like a calm sea suddenly trembling with an invisible wave? Or have you ever noticed your own safe little world shift without explanation, like the air in your favorite room suddenly carrying a new vibration? That feeling is not random, and today, we're going to unlock what it really means for you. Cancer, this message is especially for you. Right now, the universe is whispering something powerful. It's telling you not to cling to your plans, not to force the ordinary routines that usually keep you comfortable. Why? Because this weekend carries an energy so rare, so divinely tailored to you, that if you stay closed inside your familiar shell, you could miss the very moment your destiny knocks on your door. Imagine a tidal wave of opportunity moving directly toward you. Love, wealth, healing, even a revelation about your life purpose. Would you dare to leave space for it to find you, or would you hide and let it slip away? I know why you're here. You're searching not just for predictions, but for a mirror of your soul. You want to feel seen, guided, reassured that you are walking the path that leads to prosperity, connection, and fulfillment. You want to know if that dream of financial freedom, of hitting the jackpot, of finally feeling safe to love with your whole heart is real. And let me tell you this, it is more real than you've ever dared to believe. But you must stay with me, because the truth is hidden between the lines, wrapped in symbols, waiting to be revealed step by step as we journey together tonight. Before we dive deeper, I want to ask you two questions. First, if your intuition is already whispering that something unusual is coming, will you trust it enough to let go of control? And second, if the universe handed you the exact key to your next breakthrough, would you be brave enough to turn it, even if it meant leaving behind the safety of what you know? Think carefully, because these are not just questions for your mind, they are invitations for your soul. If you've already felt a shiver in your chest while listening, that is not coincidence. That is your inner self, recognizing the frequency of truth. Type in the comments right now. I'm ready for the shocking surprise, and let the universe know that your heart is open to receive. Like this video, subscribe, and stay until the very end, because there is a hidden revelation waiting for you, something I promise will connect all the pieces together in a way that will leave you breathless. So, take a deep breath, my dear friend. Pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee, let your shoulders relax, and allow yourself to sink into this moment. Because you and I are about to embark on a journey into the unseen, a journey that will show you why this weekend may be the turning point your soul has been waiting for. Are you ready to step through that door? Cancer, let me ask you something very personal, something you may never have admitted out loud. Have you noticed how much of your life is built around safety? You return to the same places, keep the same circle of people, repeat the same routines, almost as if you are building invisible walls to shield your heart. And on the surface, it feels comforting, doesn't it? Like a warm blanket on a cold night, familiar and predictable. But deep down, you know what I'm about to say, that very comfort has also become your cage. You've spent years protecting yourself, creating a shell so thick that nothing could hurt you. Yet in the process, you've also blocked out the very things your soul longs for: the most intense love, breathtaking joy, the thrill of vulnerability, the kind of connection that makes your heart race. You tell yourself it's better to be safe than sorry, but in truth, safety without growth is just another word for stagnation. And Cancer, you were never born to stagnate. You are a water sign, ruled by the moon, created to flow, to shift, to reflect the tides of life. When water stops moving, it doesn't stay safe, it grows murky. And your heart, my dear, is aching for motion again. Think about it. How many times have you silenced your own feelings just to avoid rocking the boat? How many opportunities for love, for adventure, for abundance slipped away because you told yourself, not now, it's too risky, I might get hurt. You've mistaken your shell for a sanctuary, but slowly, it's become a prison. Imagine a pearl trapped inside an oyster, beautiful, radiant, but hidden away, never touched by the light. That's your soul right now, full of treasure, yet suffocated by fear. And what is this fear, really? It isn't just the fear of being hurt, it's the fear of being seen. Because to open your heart fully means exposing parts of yourself you've kept hidden even from those closest to you. The tears you never cried in front of others, the dreams you quietly abandoned because they felt too big, the love you wanted to give but swallowed down because you weren't sure it would be returned. Vulnerability terrifies you, Cancer, and yet it is the very key to everything you've been praying for. Let's be honest, you pride yourself on being the protector, the nurturer, the one everyone else leans on, and yes, that's a beautiful gift. But sometimes, you use it as an excuse to hide behind other people's needs, avoiding your own. You give so much, but you rarely allow yourself to receive. You build homes for others, but you never truly invite anyone into the deepest rooms of your own heart. And isn't that the loneliest kind of safety? This is why the universe is stepping in now. It knows you've hidden long enough. It knows that your deepest prayers for love, abundance, and connection can't be answered if you keep clutching your routines like armor. The truth is, you've been negotiating with life, saying, "I'll open up later, when I feel ready, when I know for sure I won't be hurt." But life doesn't work like that. The tidal wave of destiny doesn't wait for your permission. It comes when your soul is ripe, and my dear, that moment is now. So here's the painful paradox. The very thing you fear stepping outside of your comfort zone is the exact thing that will heal you. You're afraid of being shattered, but the universe is trying to break you open, not break you apart. There's a difference. To be broken open is to expand beyond the walls you've built. It's to let the light in. It's to feel the depth of your own emotions and realize they don't destroy you, they make you more alive. Cancer, I need you to hear this. Your sensitivity is not your weakness, it is your superpower. But when you hide it, when you bury it under schedules and routines, it withers. You weren't meant to be a fortress. You were meant to be an ocean. And oceans aren't. Still, they rise, they fall, they crash, they roar. They reflect the moonlight in ways no wall ever could. The question is, will you let yourself be the ocean again? And I know what you're thinking. But what if I let go, and it all falls apart? What if I open up and get hurt? My friend, what if you don't? What if you stay in this shell forever, safe but unsatisfied, protected but unfulfilled, living a life where nothing hurts you, but nothing truly moves you either? Isn't that the greater loss? This weekend, the universe is placing a mirror in front of you, showing you the truth, that the prison you feel stuck inside is one you built yourself, and only you have the key to unlock it. You've prayed for wealth, for jackpot moments, for miracles. But the truth is, they can't find you if you keep hiding. Abundance doesn't flow to walls. It flows to open hands, open hearts, open doors. So take a breath right now and admit it. Part of you is tired of always being the strong one, the safe one, the predictable one. Part of you longs to feel wild, unguarded, alive again. And that longing is not weakness, it is your soul calling you back to yourself. Don't ignore it, don't bury it under another weekend of routines. Because if you do, you risk missing the very breakthrough that could change everything. Cancer, now that we've faced the truth of your shell, let me guide you into the mystery of what is about to unfold. The universe is preparing to send a tidal wave your way, and no, this is not a threat, not something to fear. It is a surge of divine energy designed to break apart the walls you've built so carefully around your heart. Picture it not as a storm meant to drown you, but as an ancient key carried across the ocean by unseen hands, a key that has been searching for you for years. This key looks unfamiliar, maybe even intimidating, but once you dare to turn it, you will find it opens a room within your soul you had long forgotten, a room overflowing with love, creativity, and purpose. Think of your life like an album of carefully arranged photographs. You've chosen the safest moments, the most polished memories, and you've placed them neatly in order, believing this is the story of who you are. But this weekend, destiny will scatter those pages into the air. You'll watch as snapshots flutter around you, memories of love you lost, dreams you postponed, desires you silenced. At first, it may feel like chaos, like your perfect story is being ruined. But then, as you gather the scattered pages, you'll begin to see something extraordinary, a new perspective, a deeper truth about who you really are and what you truly crave. This unexpected wave is not random. It is personal, intimate, crafted just for you. It carries within it the very experiences you've prayed for sometimes, in whispers you barely admitted to yourself. Maybe you've been longing for a love that sees straight through your defenses. Maybe you've been yearning for a chance to heal a wound from your past. Or maybe, deep in your chest, there's been a quiet ache for a calling greater than comfort, a purpose that makes your spirit burn with life again. Whatever it is, this weekend it will come knocking, disguised as the unexpected. And here's the paradox. The more you resist it, the more overwhelming it will feel. But the moment you surrender, the moment you allow the tide to sweep you off the familiar shore, you'll realize it isn't carrying you away, it's carrying you home. This is not destruction. This is rebirth. This is the universe answering prayers you thought had gone unheard. So when the air shifts, when that eerie but exciting feeling stirs inside you, don't retreat. Don't run back into your shell. Pause. Listen. Trust. Because what's coming is not here to harm you. It's here to remind you that you are alive, that your story isn't finished, that the best chapters of your life have yet to be written. Cancer. Can you feel it already? That quiet tremor beneath your daily routines, that whisper telling you something is different. That's not your imagination. That is the first ripple of the wave. And when it rises, it will not take no for an answer. It will sweep you into the very destiny your soul has been waiting for. The question is, will you resist, or will you finally allow yourself to be carried into the ocean of possibility that has been calling your name all along? Cancer, the tidal wave of destiny, does not touch every soul in the same way. The universe knows your birth date is more than just a number. It is a code, a secret frequency that determines how this unexpected gift will reveal itself to you. And so, as we step deeper into this mystery together, I want you to listen with your entire being, because what I am about to share is not random, it is personal. It is a message written into your stars long before you even took your first breath. For those of you born between the 21st of June and the 1st of July, the surprise will come in the shape of relationship energy. It could be someone new who enters your life with an almost magnetic pull, or someone from your past who suddenly reappears, carrying with them the missing piece of your heart. You may feel exposed, seen in ways you have not allowed yourself to be seen for years. At first, it may terrify you. Your instinct will be to pull back, to protect yourself. But if you dare to stay, to look into the eyes of this person, and let them look back into yours, you will feel something awaken. It will be as if your soul has been waiting for this moment all along. The walls will begin to crack, and behind them lies a love that is deeper, purer, more authentic than anything you have known before. This is not an accident. It is the universe answering the unspoken prayers of your heart. Now, for those born between the 2nd of July and the 12th of July, the unexpected will come as a revelation about your past. Memories may surface that you thought were buried forever. A letter, a photograph, a conversation, or even a dream may bring back something you weren't ready to face until now. But instead of wounding you, this memory will heal you. It will be like a key turning in a lock, releasing you from the heavy chains of old pain. You may weep, you may feel a flood of emotions rise to the surface, but with those tears will come release. The weight you have carried for so long will finally fall away. And as that burden dissolves, you will step into a future far more powerful than you imagined. The universe is not punishing you by bringing the past back. It is liberating you, showing you that the scars you thought defined you no longer have power. What waits for you on the other side of this release is freedom. Freedom to love again, to prosper again, to live without the shadow of yesterday dimming your light. And for those of you born between the 13th of July and the 22nd of July, your surprise will take the form of a calling, creative, spiritual, or both. Something will stir within you, a voice so loud that you cannot ignore it. Perhaps you will wake up with an idea that changes the entire trajectory of your life. Perhaps a spiritual experience will ignite a fire in your chest that refuses to go out. You may feel pulled toward a new path, a project, or a purpose that feels bigger than you, something that makes your old life seem too small. This is not coincidence. This is the universe opening the door to your destiny. And though it may feel overwhelming, it will also feel like home because deep down, you have always known you were meant for more than the safe harbor you've been clinging to. No matter which group you fall into, the message is the same. The unexpected is not your enemy, it is your awakening. For some, it will come through love. For others, through healing. For others still, through a purpose that electrifies your soul. But all of it is designed to do one thing: break open the shell that has kept you from living fully, deeply, and authentically. So I ask you, Cancer, when the wave rises and your moment comes, will you retreat into your shell, or will you let yourself be swept into the vast ocean of possibility? This is the choice before you. The universe is handing you a gift, wrapped in mystery, tailored to your exact birth frequency. All you need to do is open your heart and receive it. And if as you're listening, your chest feels tight, your eyes glisten, or a memory is already rising to the surface, don't dismiss it. That is the signal. That is the universe confirming that your time has arrived. Cancer, let's pause here together and breathe into the truth that is rising for you. No matter which day you were born under your constellation, the core message remains the same. You have loved less than you were capable of. You have chosen the comfort of predictability instead of the intensity of real connection. And it isn't because you are cold or unfeeling, on the contrary. It is because your heart is so vast, so magnificent, that you've been afraid of its own power. Think about it. Every time you've pulled back from a relationship that could have gone deeper, every time you silenced the words you wanted to say, every time you chose safety over passion, you weren't protecting yourself from pain. You were protecting yourself from discovering the sheer immensity of your own love. Because to know how much you can love is to realize how vulnerable you truly are. And vulnerability, to you, has always felt like danger. But here's the divine paradox. Vulnerability is not danger. Vulnerability is the bridge to everything you've been longing for: wealth, intimacy, joy, connection, spiritual fulfillment. When you hide behind your walls, you block out not only the storms, but also the sunlight. You block out not only rejection, but also the possibility of soul-shaking love, miraculous opportunities, and divine abundance. Your walls, Cancer, have kept you safe, yes, but they have also kept you small. The universe is asking you now to transform those walls into bridges. Instead of hiding, extend yourself. Instead of retreating, reach out. Imagine each brick of fear you once stacked around your heart, now being reshaped into a stepping stone, guiding you closer to the people and experiences you crave. Imagine the fortress you've lived in for years, dissolving into a temple, open and radiant, where others can meet you in your truest, most powerful essence. This is not about abandoning who you are. It is about expanding into all that you are. You are not fragile. You are not weak. You are not destined to forever play the role of the safe harbor, while secretly longing for the wild ocean. You were born to be both the sanctuary and the storm, the gentle embrace and the powerful wave. So here is the truth the stars want you to hold. Your fear of being hurt has never been about the world outside. It has always been about the world within, the fear of discovering that your heart is limitless, that your intuition is sharper than you dare admit, that your capacity to nurture and create could change not just your circle, but the entire world around you. And that is why this moment matters. This is the invitation to step out of the shadows of fear and into the brilliance of your true power, to stop living at half capacity, to stop pretending you are content with the shallow end when you were born to swim in the depths. Cancer, you don't have to be afraid of your own heart anymore. It was never your enemy. It has always been your compass, your treasure chest, your bridge to the life you were meant to live. And now, the universe is standing before you, holding out its hand, saying, "It's time." So ask yourself, are you ready to stop hiding? Are you ready to let your walls become bridges? Are you ready to finally see the breathtaking expanse of love, prosperity, and possibility that has been waiting just beyond the shell you've clung to for so long? Because the moment you say yes, the tide begins to shift, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same again. Cancer, when the universe prepares you for a turning point, it never does so in silence. It begins to send whispers, gentle but undeniable signals that brush against your awareness. And over the next few days, you will notice them more vividly than ever before. Perhaps you will be driving or sitting at home when a song begins to play, one you haven't heard in years, and suddenly the lyrics cut straight into your soul, awakening tears you didn't know were waiting. Or maybe a memory will rise out of nowhere, so clear it feels like you are living it again. You might see the eyes of an animal linger on you, holding your gaze as if carrying a message only your spirit can decode. And then there are the dreams, those strangely vivid dreams that feel more real than the daylight itself, pulling you into worlds that seem to hold answers you can't quite grasp. These are not coincidences, they are echoes from your soul and signals from the cosmos. They are confirmations that something immense is already moving toward you. The energy is building, and your subconscious is already aware of it, tugging at you through these signs so you won't miss what is coming. The danger is not that the signs aren't there. The danger is that you might dismiss them, brush them off as random, insignificant, or just your imagination. But Cancer, hear me clearly. The universe never wastes energy. It does not knock twice on the same door. When it sends a sign, it expects you to notice, to honor it, to act. If a song makes you cry, don't push the tears away. That is your heart preparing to open. If a memory surfaces, don't bury it again. That is your soul asking you to release what no longer serves you. If a dream feels alive in your chest the next morning, write it down. Somewhere in its images lies the key to what is unfolding for you. And if an animal looks at you with knowing eyes, pause, breathe, and accept the silent affirmation that you are not walking alone. The signs may come quietly, wrapped in ordinary moments, but they carry extraordinary meaning. And here is the truth. If you ignore them, if you tell yourself it's all coincidence, the tide will still arrive, but you may not be ready to ride it. This is why the universe begins preparing you now, because it wants you open, awake, and aligned. So in the days ahead, move slowly, listen carefully, pay attention to what stirs your emotions. Your intuition has been trying to speak to you for years, but now it is no longer whispering. It is singing through the songs you hear, speaking through the people you meet, painting images in your dreams, and calling you through the synchronicities you encounter. Will you listen this time? Will you trust that none of this is random? Cancer, the message is simple. Signs are sacred, and when the universe sends them, it is not asking you to be curious, it is asking you to act. Cancer, when the wave finally arrives, the very first thing you will feel is fear. It will rise in your chest like a sudden storm, tightening your breath, whispering that you are not ready, that this is too much, too soon, and that fear is natural. It is the voice of the shell you've lived in for so long, the walls you've built to keep yourself safe. But then something miraculous happens. As quickly as the fear comes, a deeper sensation follows. Relief, a lightness, as if a burden you've carried for years without realizing it has suddenly slipped off your shoulders. You will understand in that instant that your walls weren't protecting you, they were weighing you down. You will feel what it's like to be seen, truly seen, not for the mask you wear, not for the role you play as caretaker or protector, but for the raw, unfiltered essence of who you are. And instead of rejection, instead of judgment, you will meet something your soul has always craved: unconditional love. Imagine standing in front of someone, or perhaps standing before life itself, with no armor, no defenses, nothing to prove and still being embraced. That moment will shatter you in the most beautiful way, because it will show you that the love you feared would never come unless you controlled everything has been waiting for you all along, just outside the walls you built. It is a strange paradox. The moment you stop gripping so tightly, the moment you let go, is the moment everything you were afraid to lose comes rushing toward you. That is when you realize safety was never about keeping the world out. True safety has always been about trusting your own heart, trusting your own ability to heal, to rise, to navigate whatever waves may come. Cancer, picture this. You are standing at the shoreline, your shell heavy on your back. The wave approaches, and every instinct tells you to retreat. But instead, you drop the shell and step forward. The water crashes around you, and yes, it is overwhelming, but then you realize you are not drowning. You are swimming. You are moving with the tide, weightless, free, alive in a way you haven't felt since you were a child. That is the moment of rebirth, the moment you finally remember who you are beneath all the fear. And once you taste that freedom, there is no going back. You will understand that safety was never the fortress, it was always the ocean. Safety is not about walls. Safety is about knowing that whatever comes, you have the strength to face it, to feel it, to let it move through you without destroying you. This is the strength of Cancer, the quiet but unbreakable power of a heart that has learned to trust itself. So yes, you will be afraid at first. But when you surrender, you will feel the sweetest relief of your life. And that relief will be the proof that you have finally stepped into the truth of who you are, vast, tender, resilient, and loved beyond measure. Cancer, as we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to carry one truth in your heart. The unexpected wave that is coming your way is not here to destroy you, it is here to open you. It is here to wash away the walls that have kept you hidden, and to reveal the breathtaking strength, love, and light that have always lived inside you. Don't make plans to hide. Don't try to escape what is rising. Instead, leave space in your heart. Leave room for the unknown, and trust that what is arriving is not chaos, but a gift. Remember, real safety does not come from keeping your life small and predictable. Real safety comes from trusting yourself, from knowing that no matter what emotions or experiences show up, you have the power to feel them, to heal through them, and to grow stronger because of them. This weekend is not an ending. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one written with deeper connection, authentic love, and a sense of purpose so powerful, it will leave you wondering why you ever settled for less. So take this as your invitation to live differently. If you've been holding back in love, let yourself be seen. If you've been carrying pain from the past, allow yourself to release it. If you've been waiting for a sign to step into your creative or spiritual calling, this is it. This is the universe whispering to you, louder than ever, you are ready, you are worthy, and you are destined for more. Now I want to ask you something, dear friend. Are you willing to let the tide in? Are you willing to say yes to the surprises that could bring you the very life you've been dreaming of? If your heart says yes, even if your mind still trembles, write it in the comments right now. I am ready to open my heart. Let the universe see your declaration. Let your energy ripple out into the world, because when you claim it, you align yourself with it. And if this message touched you, if you felt even a flicker of truth in your chest, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Your small action is more than support. It is an act of energy. It tells the universe you are ready to spread hope, healing, and abundance, not just for yourself, but for others too. And if you'd like to go one step further, consider supporting the channel through super thanks. Every gesture helps us keep sending these messages of light across the world to souls who need them most. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. In the next videos, we'll explore even more mysteries of the zodiac, secrets of wealth, signs of soulmate connections, rituals to align with abundance, and the lucky numbers that could open the door to your biggest breakthrough yet. Check the description below, I've left a little gift waiting for you. something to keep your heart aligned with the energy of prosperity until we meet again. And above all, never forget this. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a life overflowing with prosperity, vitality, and connection. The wave that is coming is proof of that worthiness. It is proof that the universe has not forgotten you, that you are seen, that you are guided, and that you are loved. So tell me, what do you want us to explore together next time? What secret of the universe do you most want to unlock? Leave your ideas in the comments so we can create the videos that will serve you best. Until then, my dear Cancer, hold on to this truth. You are not here to hide, you are here to shine. You are not here to live half a life. You are here to live fully, wildly, beautifully. The best is still ahead of you. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, and until we meet again, may the tide of love, wealth, and destiny carry you exactly where your soul longs to go.